Let's talk about a strange number. £19,214. That was the average savings amount in the UK recently. Sounds okay, right? But averages are liars. They're skewed by the very wealthy. If you look at people under 55, that average plummets to less than 10,000. Dig a little deeper, and the picture gets clearer. 2 in 5 Brits have a grand or less tucked away. 1 in 4 has less than 200 quid. And 1 in 6 of us, that's nearly 9 million people, have absolutely nothing. Zero. When you're staring at numbers like that, the idea of managing your money can feel like being told to tidy your room while the house is on fire. It feels overwhelming, maybe even a bit pointless. But it's not. Gaining control isn't about some grand, sweeping gesture. It's about small, deliberate steps. It starts with a simple, maybe even boring, word: budget. Forget complicated spreadsheets. Think of it as a map. You wouldn't start a journey without knowing where you are and where you're going. Your money is the same. Just track what's coming in and what's going out for 1 month. Use your banking app, or a dedicated one like Emma or Money Dashboard, which connects all your accounts and categorizes your spending automatically. You'll see the truth. The morning coffees, the subscriptions you forgot about, the impulse buys. Once you have that map, you can start drawing a route. A simple one is the 50-30-20 rule. 50% of your take-home pay goes on needs: rent, mortgage, bills, food. 30% on wants: eating out, hobbies, streaming services. And the crucial 20% goes straight to savings and paying off debt. Automate it. Set up a standing order to move that 20% into a separate savings account the day you get paid. Pay your future self first, before you have a chance to spend it. This single act is probably the most powerful financial habit you can build. With that foundation in place, we build our defenses. The first line of defense is an emergency fund. This isn't holiday money. This is the boiler just exploded money. The I just lost my job money. Aim for 3 to 6 months of essential living expenses. Your rent, your bills, your food. Keep it in an easy access account. Right now, with savings rates higher than they've been in years, you can find accounts paying over 4%. A provider like Chase or Plum can offer you that flexibility and a decent return. Your emergency fund gives you something priceless: breathing room. It turns a crisis into an inconvenience. Once your defense is up, you go on the attack. The target? High interest debt. The average credit card interest rate is sitting at a painful 22%. If you're only making minimum payments on a credit card, you're running on a treadmill, going nowhere and paying a fortune for the privilege. List all your debts, from the highest interest rate to the lowest. Throw every spare penny at the one with the highest rate while making minimum payments on the others. Once it's gone, take all the money you were paying on it and attack the next one. This is how you get free. Consider a 0% balance transfer card to give yourself an interest-free window to clear that debt. Just make sure you have a plan to pay it off before the introductory period ends. Now let's look at the everyday. The small leaks that sink big ships. We've become conditioned to accept rising costs, but you have more power than you think. Your loyalty is costing you. The biggest savings are often found in the bills you pay every month. Energy, broadband, insurance. Staying with the same provider year after year almost guarantees you're on a worse deal. Use a comparison site. The switching process is simpler than ever. And don't be afraid to haggle. When your mobile or broadband contract is up for renewal, call them. Tell them you've seen a better deal elsewhere. More often than not, they'll suddenly find a discount to keep you. And then there's food. The average household throws away over £1,000 worth of food a year. £1,000. In the bin. Meal planning isn't just for fitness influencers. It's a revolutionary money-saving tool. Plan your week's meals, write a shopping list, and stick to it. You'll buy what you need, reduce waste, and save a fortune. Look at your subscriptions too. That streaming service you haven't watched in 3 months? That gym membership you used twice? Cancel them. It's pure, instant savings. Okay, here's a big one. What if I told you there's an estimated £23 billion of financial support going unclaimed in the UK every year? This isn't a scam. It's money people are entitled to that they just don't know about or don't claim. We're talking about things like pension credit for those over state pension age, which can be a gateway to a dozen other benefits. We're talking about universal credit, council tax support, and carers allowance. It's not just government benefits, either. Most broadband providers like BT and Sky offer social tariffs, cheaper packages for people on certain benefits that can cut your bill in half. Water companies have similar schemes, so how do you check? Use a free, anonymous benefits calculator from a charity like Turn To Us or Entitled To. It takes 10 minutes, and it could change your financial life. Don't assume you're not eligible. Check. Finally, let's talk about the future. Not just surviving, but thriving. This is where we talk about investing. And if that word makes you nervous, that's normal. We tend to picture shouting traders in suits or risky crypto schemes. Forget all that. For most of us, modern investing is simple, slow, and, well, a bit boring. And that's a good thing. The easiest way to start is with a stocks and shares ISA. This is a tax-free wrapper, meaning you don't pay any tax on your profits, up to £20,000 a year. Inside that ISA, you don't need to pick individual company stocks. Instead, you can buy something called an index fund or an ETF. Think of it as buying a tiny slice of the entire market. For example, a FTSE 100 tracker fund invests your money across the 100 biggest companies in the UK. It's instant diversification. It's low cost. And platforms like AJ Bell Doddle, Free Trade or Trading 212 let you start with as little as £25 a month, or even just £1. The most important ingredient is time. Start early, even with small amounts, and let the power of compound interest work its magic. This isn't about getting rich quick. It's about building wealth slowly and steadily over decades. The key is to avoid one of the biggest wealth destroyers, lifestyle inflation. When you get a pay rise, it's tempting to upgrade your car, your house, your holidays. But if you instead take half of that raise and automatically invest it, you won't even miss the money, and your future self will thank you profoundly. Putting all this together isn't a quick fix. It's a shift in mindset. It's about moving from being a passive passenger in your financial life to being the driver. It's about knowing that every pound you save on a haggled bill, every bit of debt you clear, every fiver you invest is a vote for a future with more options and less stress. It's the difference between hoping things will get better and making a concrete plan to ensure they do. Your financial story isn't written yet. You hold the pen. Start with the first word.